Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Rawlins back at you again on Friday, as I promised, and we talking about some Black Clover, episode 1. And now, as usual, I'm gonna run you guys down with the episode, tell you everything that happened, and then I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. So, with our usual first episode of an anime, you're gonna have the characters, the setting, the introduction to everything. So, this series is focused around two guys named Asta and Yuno. Both kids are 15 and they live in this world that is centered primarily around magic. And one of the characters I can say had said, it's not whether you have magic in this world, it's how much magic you have. And Asta is one of the kids, or could I say the only kid in the country who doesn't have any type of magical powers. So these kids are adopted and brought into a church. They were abandoned at birth and they were brought into a church. And it's 15 years later. They're 15 years old, and you can see that Asta is really obsessed with this girl named Lily, and she's a nun. And he's like, "I want you to marry me. I want you to marry me." And right there, man, this made me think. Asta, he's seen to be a weakling, and comes in as he's trying to ask this girl to marry her or him or whatever, and he's like, he destroys his confidence. He's like, "You're short, you're weak, you have no powers and shit," just fucking tearing this dude's confidence down. And he says he wants to be the Wizard King. He even fucking destroys that. So I can already see that Asta somewhat has the Steve Urkel type of I want to say vibe. I think that's the right word. We're gonna go with that. A Steve Urkel vibe, man. Like, he's getting mistreated by everybody. He's getting treated by like shit. He's being seen as weak. He's seen as having no value, man. And that's the first thing I thought of, especially how he's fucking trying to marry Lily and shit. It made me think of Steve Urkel and Laura Winslow, man. I can't even lie to you on that one. I fucking love me some Family Matters, but he fucking gets so pissed because he asked a question. I can't remember what it was, to be honest with you. I think it's something about him being so damn cocky or whatever. But basically ignores him. He's gonna help the girls with something, and he's gonna try to fight him. And this is when he tries to charge at him and shit, trying to think he has some type of magic power and try to fight him. And that's when they reveal that he doesn't have any type of magic, and he wants to get a grimoire, which is a ceremony for every 15-year-old kid to enhance their magic abilities. And if he doesn't have one, he thinks he's gonna at least get some type of magical ability. And like I said, he wants to be the Wizard King and everything. And he's getting all upset because doesn't give a fuck about him, and he sees that nobody's giving a fuck about him, so he just says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna show all of you guys, man." He's getting mistreated and all that shit. So one of the girls asks, or a couple of the girls ask, like, "Yo, can you try to get along better with Asta?" And he's like, "Nah, man, there's no point." And one of the girls said that was basically like a crybaby until they found Asta, man. And, having Asta around somewhat changed him. So we get to the grimoire acceptance ceremony and everything. And it basically explains what it is. And as I said before, it's to basically increase people's powers. Asta thinks he's going to get some type of power from attending this ceremony. Even though he doesn't have one now, he's going to increase his chances of getting one or whatever. And he says his whole reason for wanting to attend this ceremony is to catch up with Yuno, right? So, old man is giving out everyone's grimoires at the ceremony. He gives them this nice speech first and whatever. Everybody gets their grimoire, man. They're comparing it like it's fucking cocks, man. It's like, "Oh yeah, mine's bigger than yours. Ah, mine's thicker than yours." So everyone gets their grimoires. They're comparing them. And then Asta's like, "Yo, man, where's my grimoire?" And the old man's like, "Oh, shit. You know what, man? Maybe you should wait for next year." I, I was like, "Man." So, motherfucking right? The fucking dickhead who I honestly, that's what I took from it. A fucking dickhead, man. He gets the 4-leaf clover, right? Which is supposed to mean powered and luck. and it's the same type of grimoire, which is basically a charm. That's how I look at it. And the four-leaf clover is said to be held by the Wizard King. It's the same grimoire that the Wizard King had. It's supposed to bring power. It's supposed to bring luck. And honestly, it's a huge honor for whoever gets it. So they're looking at him like, oh man, just a commoner, just a commoner got the fucking four-leaf clover. They're looking up at him and shit. Everybody's feeling some type of good way about So he gets the four-leaf clover, and Asta obviously gets snubbed again. So we move on to the next scene. Asta's like, man, I was sure the only thing I need was a goddamn grimoire. But he says no matter how long it takes, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, or 1,000 years, I'm never going to give up, man. He's going to get a grimoire, and he's going to get a Wizard King. He's going to show everyone that anyone can be great. Even a commoner who was abandoned at birth, man. That's his goal. So, other people who were upset at the ceremony, right? They were approaching They're going to get ready to fucking... they're going to, like, burn his book or whatever. I guess it's like his spell book, which they used to, like, do spells and shit. And they were going to fucking burn his book. And, they were going to basically teach him a lesson. But what happens was the dude who tried to burn his book, his flames were dispelled, right? And then they all get wrapped up in this, like, chain. And this dude comes out, he's like, yo, I'm chain magic Repchi, or whatever the fuck his name is, right? He explains that he's a thief or whatever. And, they're like, oh, where are you? Where are you from? He's like, commoners won't know me, but I was part of the Magic Knights, and, I was expelled from them, so now I'm just a humble thief, and now I steal people's grimoires and shit. That's what he's going to do. He's going to steal Yuno's four-leaf clover, and they were explaining that the grimoires must be used by their masters, but he wants it because he can sell it on the black market, and since it's being the four-leaf clover, he's going to get a nice fucking chunk of change for that shit. So, as he's getting ready to steal Yuno's thing, well, he has it already. Asta comes in, tries to save the day, and he tries to fight Repchi, right? So Repchi does this attack. It's like I think he called it like magic vipers or some shit like that. But basically, he fucking puts Asta down, man. And as Asta's laying down on the ground, he's fucking tearing him apart. He's fucking tearing into him about, oh, he's nothing. He's gonna be useless. He doesn't mean shit to the world. He has nothing to offer, right? Yuno's like, no, you're right. Asta won't be the Wizard King, but he's my rival, which is interesting. And Repchi's like, man, you're gonna call someone like this your rival? So he's looking at fucking Yuno stupid, man. And basically, Asta gets up. He's like, you know what? No, he gets the wheel to try to fight again. And then he says something along the lines of he's not gonna give up and he's gonna fucking destroy Repchi. And then this motherfucking blue-like light came out. And I guess you can see that he has a grimoire now. I guess he like awokened it or something. I'm not too sure. And then the narrator comes up on the thing and he says like he gets a clover. It's a 5-leaf clover, right? And in each leaf of the clover holds one thing is integrity, love, luck, and the devil. So that's what was the fourth one? Integrity, love, hope. Integrity, love, hope, luck, and the devil. So that's right there where the episode ends. And listen, Black Clover is definitely an interesting series, man. It's definitely an interesting series. I never liked too much of Fairy Tail, right? And then if there's one thing that this series reminds me of, is fucking Fairy Tail because of all the magic. However, I'm really interested in this Asta and Yuno rivalry, man, because listen, I seen a whole bunch of well, not a whole bunch, but I seen a lot of For Never World reviews. I seen I remember conversating with one person on Twitter about this a year ago. When For Never World said that they did the English dub for Black Clover, I was really excited because they said, in a sense, that Black Clover is kind of taking a steal from Naruto with the whole Naruto and Sasuke rivalry. It's kind of comparable to the Asta and Yuno rivalry. Like, Naruto wants to catch up with Sasuke, and then Asta wants to catch up with Yuno. Also, you can kind of compare it to Goku and Vegeta. Goku was looked to be as a motherfucking a loser in a sense. I can't think of it. A low class warrior. He's looked upon to be as garbage. Same like Naruto. Same like Asta. They have that one big comparable thing between each other as their rivalry, man. So I honestly wonder which rivalry is going to be better. Is it going to be Naruto versus Sasuke, Goku or Vegeta, or Asta and Yuno, man? Asta, will he become the Wizard King? That's fucking it's good. It's good. I gotta say, am I a big fan of the series? Probably not. I can't say. Well, not at this moment. I don't like the whole magic aspect of it. I really don't. It's kind of to me because I never really enjoyed it with Fairy Tail. But I do like the whole rivalry thing between Asta and Yuno. And if it's really comparable to Naruto and Sasuke as people say, because I haven't read the manga or anything like that. I'm really interested to see how this goes, man. So I think this episode was good. And honestly, for a starting episode, it accomplished everything it needed to accomplish. Got your main characters. It told you about the plot and everything. It told you your main character's goals, and it's honestly pretty good. To start off the series like that, man. And it's got off with an interesting bang. I can't wait for episode 2 to see what happens. Death Note review will be up Monday. No Rambling Rawlins this weekend. Didn't have time to record it, but maybe I'll be putting out an interesting video, man, if my homie Alex gets to working and editing on it. So see you guys Monday for the Death Note review, man. Peace out.